You seen 16? He's like the new YouTuber coming up out of Chicago.
16 shot him?
Yeah. And it's like, he's killing it. Don't get me wrong. But it's like every interview he does where it's somebody talking a bunch of shit about somebody else, that kind of closes the door on a bunch of other interviews.
Right?
And
why do people like podcasters, YouTubers, why do I'm gonna say y'all, not, but this ain't going to you, but I'm gonna say y'all because you're
I'm part of it. Yeah. Some would say I'm one of the best.
Why do y'all like try to star shit? Y'all ask certain questions. Y'all know what's gonna happen.
Right.
Behind it, if a person answer it wrong or answer it right. You feel what I'm saying?
Well,
so
there's
like,
levels to it. Like when we were just having the conversation about YouTubers right there, I could name fucking GD YouTubers that I'm sure you don't like. I totally just opened the door for you to shit talk them, right?
Like everybody.
But I didn't say it because I'm like, whatever. I'm just not even going to attempt to sort of draw you into talking shit about somebody, right?
I want to go answer it.
Right. Well, see, I didn't. But I'm just saying, like, every interview is a big decision, especially when you're dealing with shit where, like the obvious one is the Cairo interview that he did, where, you know, that's definitely going to close doors for him, but it also might open doors. And it was probably the most money he ever made in a month on YouTube. So, I mean, as an interviewer, it's kind of on you. Like every question you ask is a different decision. Like, how is this going to impact me? Because I've been in interviews where I was like thinking in my head, like I could ask this question and I know they're going to answer it honestly, but it might really start some shit. And I don't know if this guy has the self-control to not say what I think he might say. Type shit.
Now that's when they go to that's about the person who getting interviewed. It's all about you now.
Mm-hmm.
Ball in your court once they ask you the wrong thing.
But you're 30. You're a pretty smart dude. You clearly have the mental facilities to not talk about some crazy shit. Because I was just on a Joe Budden podcast and we were getting into an argument about this where they were talking about
Joe Budden?
Yeah. They were talking about an interview I did with FBG Cash. And they were like basically saying like, why would you ask him about Dirk or whatever like this? And I'm like, this motherfucker is all he talks about is music half the time. You know, it's like, this is shit that he's putting out there. How can you blame me for asking the question? And they're talking about him like he's a fucking like a little kid. And I'm like, this is a grown ass man. I'm asking him this, like he has the ability to just say no, like, or just be like I interview people all the time where I ask them about somebody they have beef with and they're just like, I don't know nothing about them. Like they just shrug it off like that. I seen you do this in interviews with people where people ask you shit about street shit that I know you got something to say. I know you got all kinds of knowledge and you just, nah, I'm just not, you know, it's super easy to just say no.
No.
Right.
Just no.
You just say no.
That's it.
Everybody's going to respect that, especially if it's something that they know is a little controversial, right?
Yeah. People, you know, some people going to answer it, some people ain't going to answer it.
But okay. Is it over the line, hypothetically, for an interviewer to interview a street dude and ask him about somebody that he knows that they have issues with? Is that enticing violence when you know that the person that they're dissing is somebody who's capable of doing something?
I mean, I'm going to say yeah, because like the interviewer might go right behind that person and go interview the person he was talking about now. Them interviews going to lead to something else, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Some people be like, man, fuck that shit. Some people just be bop. Some people be like, you ever be seeing them little things that be like all on the internet, like Facebook, YouTube and shit, be dogs. They be at the gate barking like a motherfucker at each other.
Right.
And the gate are open and the motherfuckers are just walking through that motherfucker like ain't nothing happen.
That's Instagram.
That's a lot. That's just a lot of these niggas.
That's a rap.
A lot of this shit be going on, like,
right.
But you got some people, you better not open their gate.
Yeah.
It's going down. You feel what I'm saying? So,
right. Because nobody...
Y'all need to stop doing that, though. Y'all do need to stop doing that.
Nobody would ever look at me and Vlad and act like we were fucked up for asking a rapper about a beef with another rapper that everybody knows is just a rapper. But then as soon as you're talking to dudes like, you know, who people think there's a reasonable chance that they could do something violent, all of a sudden it takes a little bit of a different tone.
Like I say, y'all just need to stop that. I ain't gonna lie, blood. Y'all need to stop doing that.
Who's the worst culprits, though? You think that we're actually over the line, or you think it's just individual instances?
Say that again.
Is it a pervasive problem where you see it all the time? Because this is the thing, too, is if you're going to say that me and Vlad have done a little over-the-line stuff when interviewing people, you also probably got to point out a fuckload of different YouTubers, because the smaller YouTubers don't get the attention, but a lot of times they ask the really spicy shit and the detailed shit about rappers that the general public doesn't know that much about. And those, a lot of times, I feel like are the interviews that are going to get somebody into a situation.
You're correctly right. You're right. 100% right. You're correct. Because, like, some interviewers don't know how to go around the question that they're trying to ask.
Mm.
They just directly say it, knowing the camera right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Why do y'all do that, though? Is it for the views, the subscribers, and the money? All three?
Well, they want to know.
They want to know.
If you had something in the public eye with another rapper and they want to know about it, is it out of line for an interviewer to ask about it? I don't really think so. But although it does, it certainly depends.
To me, like, you this your job, shit, so it's expected. So I ain't gonna really say you out of line. You feel what I'm saying? If a motherfucker send themselves off and answer it, then they out of line.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, that's your job. A motherfucker gonna expect before they go to the interview, all right, they finna ask some off the wall ass questions, who what the band, you know what I'm saying? It's just some people will answer something, people will flip their answer.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Or some people may not know how to answer your question correctly. You feel me?
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. We appreciate y'all.